we're going on the All-Star game. So y'all ready? Let's go. Alright, what am I versing?
It's time.
Okay.
Let's start.
Joey Gallo. Oh, I'm versing. Who am I versing? I'm versing James Hillett. 12 home runs. That's all I need. We're going smooth. Alright, Sunfresh Park.
Number 96, Andrew Fleet.
Thank you. I like it.
First home run.
Oh, come on, dude. At the first time, you're not going to get used to it. There you go. That's a bomber, but no.
3 minutes to go.
Just one foot off of those. There you go.
Another home
That was
run.
large. Large.
There it is. His third home run.
Wait a sec. Okay, that's good. Oh no, we lost! Oh
Ladies and
man.
gentlemen,
Joey
your
Gallo.
home run derby champion.
I was
Joey Gallo.
home run derby champion. When I was in broadcasting, I was home run derby champion, and I was happy. I was happy for that. Now we're in the All-Star game, and I want you to see my record. The record is ridiculous, bro. Look at that, 68 and 27. Please don't bench me. Please don't. I'm so not working hard. Alright, 6 better. Oh man. Hey, my friends, bro. Tyler Naquin. That's it? No. Corey Seager, bro. Alright guys, so we're going to, this is where All-Star game begins. What's up, bro? What's up? All-Star game, Washington DC, let's go!
From the new home of the Atlanta Braves, MLB Network welcomes you to SunTrust
All-Star
Park.
game
A good
2025.
matchup here for you tonight between the American League All-Stars and the National League All-Stars.
Only All-Star 22, 21, and then 23, and then 5.
Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special coverage of the Major League Baseball on MLB Network.
There we go, buddies.
I'll be joined in the booth by
Versus
Dan Plesac and
Bumgarner.
Mark DeRosa. But
Let's see here.
now batting,
Alright, we're
Alfonso
winning.
Gonzalez.
We're having a
He'll get to
little
take
bit
his first cuts here.
Having some fun in the All-Star game.
Alfonso.
Goes the other way and sends it deep down the right field line. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run.
Alright,
His offense spotted.
Stepping up now, Andrew Fleet, as
Oh
he'll get his
my
first
God.
opportunity in this one. A swing and a high drive to right
Oh
center
my
field.
God.
Robles ranging back at the track, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And the AL gets a man in.
Play ball. 3. He's third.
And in an all-star game atmosphere like this, it can sometimes be hard to single out one player for an MVP award, but the writers here have spoken.
But I have it untrimmed, dude. I look so ugly without my trimmed. If I trim, I look so ugly with that, dude. Like, come on, dude. What if my player was like that? Everyone would be making fun of me. You know. Look at my player. It's better. we have to go. Yeah.
A coach looks to help one of his stars become even better. A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches.
I know time. Thank you.
With the season
So.
approaching its final stretch, a
We're
manager
making
calls
the
for
postseason
heightened focus
push.
from his
We
players.
just gotta keep working hard, guys. We gotta keep working hard and get in there. Yeah, we have to go to the postseason. Like, there's not a doubt we're going to.
Top players become great players by continuing to think of themselves as developing players. Late in the season and way up in the race, a team is reminded not to take its eye off the ball.
A 106 of 56? Hey, at least we made it to the postseason, bro. So you won 1-1. Yeah. I like this team. I remember this team. Dude, I think this is the team for me, dude. This is the team for me. Clayton Kershaw retired! What? Yeah. I'm not
An
saying
off-season check-in from
spring training. Face the regular season. We're going to... We won, took him out. We're gonna sim season again.
a player receives a check-in from one of his coaches.
We're having a good season right now.
A coach presses a player to keep raising the bar on the development of his signature skills. This manager is looking to get more production out of his hitters. A player is encouraged to keep developing his complementary skills.
Oh crap, dude. If it don't go fast, I guess I'll swing the Indians.
A manager checks in with his ball club.
Having a rough season. Hey,
A player's agent calls to touch base. The player expresses interest in going elsewhere. An all-star player is encouraged to continue to broaden his game. A manager checks in with his ball club. A representative calls with big news for his client.
Sweet!
And, just like that, the course of a career changes. A happy manager welcomes a prize acquisition to the club. He does his best to convey his delight in the development. And with that, this all-star will now take the field for the first time with his new team.
43? Oh my god. This is amazing. I'm gonna sit through season though, still. Oh my god, look at me with the angel uniform. That's pretty cool. I like that. I like it. I like being on the Angels. We have Mike Trout. We have the dangerous Mike Trout. Oh, he probably does his push-ups for the day.
A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches.
Okay. Okay.
This manager appeals to his hitters to be more discerning at the plate.
Okay, we can't give it up. Stop. That's how we stop it.
Elite players become so by continuing to look for ways to refine and improve their skill sets. A manager gooses his team about a lackluster area of performance.
Now from the longtime home of the Halos,
Okay,
we've got baseball from Orange.
I got Angel hat, but I'm not gonna wear it right now.
And now for the Angels, Andrew
Anaheim.
Cleve. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Angels? Anaheim Angels.
There's a swing and a high
They're
pop-up.
in the Anaheim
Riamuto
Angels.
right there, and that's at number 2. Well, here's a look now at the Angels starting lineup.
Rangers play third base. That's awkward, but okay.
Play ball. 3.
Leading off for Houston.
Oh, where's the trout at? Where's the trout? We have
Well, the lineup was clicking for him in this contest, and the man you see there was a major contributor. For that, he's the top player of the game.
We don't have Trout. Are you serious? We don't have Trout.
Tuesday night.
Let's see. We don't have Trout.
Baseball now.
At least we got Severino. We got Luis Severino.
Luis Severino, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic.
Got some good players. Oh, crap. Yeah, we're coming back. We're coming back for that.
And tonight's one-run game comes to an end, 6-5, the final. The Astros jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never...
Okay, so I'm easy.
Just off the Orange Freeway, we're here live from Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Now the Astros designated hitter, Darren.
Leading out for the Astros, designated hitter, Darren Norman.
And this afternoon's game ends 7-3. Houston took the lead.
So the Angels are pretty awesome. Let me put on my Angel hat. There it is.
Receives a check-in from one of his coaches. A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches. His team within striking distance late in the season. This manager tries to light a fire in his locker room. With the team's chances hanging by a thread, this skipper calls for a last stand. A manager addresses his team before a pivotal series.
That's the pussies. Yep. Oh, the Indians. Oh, we're better. We're birth of the Indians. Oh, God. Alright, the wild card is here. We cannot be eliminated by this.
Winner moves on. Loser sees their season come to an end. MLB Network brings you.
Alright, so.
Ready now, Raimel Tapia, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Losing. 3-0.
Swung on and driven to right, and no doubt about it. And
I wish we had
gone.
Trout. I wish we had Trout.
And they did some damage offensively in this one, enough to get the win, and this man led the charge.
This is the first game they won. They can't win. They can't win the last game. I mean, it's only game one of the postseason. Like, I It's only that game 1 in the postseason. Like, come on, bro. Wait, we got eliminated? Wait, we didn't make it? Didn't make it? No, how they are 2A.
A check-in call from a representative. The player has become disenchanted with his current team.
Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci. In now, Andrew Cleat. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Andrew.
First offering on its way. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. That's a hit, their first of the new season.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
Ready now for it.
Batting fourth. First baseman. Roger Gardania.
5-1 the final total in today's game. The Halos used a nice fifth inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Friday night baseball now from the Lone Star State and Minute Maid Park in Houston. Now at the plate, Andrew Cleat. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Andrew Cleat.
Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Bader is there. One out. And with that, let's take a look at the... So here's Francisco Lindor now.
The shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Moving under it, Cleat. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first?
Third baseman, Frank.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
Tonight's game comes to an end. 5-1 the final score. The Angels.
coach draws a player's attention to an area of possible development. A manager checks in with his ball club. A player is encouraged to keep developing his complementary skills. A player's agent calls to touch base. The player expresses interest in going elsewhere. A manager checks in with his ball club. A player is challenged to raise the bar defensively. A player receives an update from his representative. A coach presses a player to keep raising the bar. A manager checks in with his ball club. Top players become great players by continuing to think of themselves as developing players.
Live from Petco Park on a beautiful night, this is Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Tonight, we've got a good matchup in store between the American League All-Stars and the National League All-Stars. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special coverage of the Major League Baseball All-Star Game here on MLB Network. I'll be joined in a moment by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, but first let's give you a look at this year's American and National League All-Stars as voted on by you, the fans. Final preparations being made on the field. We've got a fun night in store. It's the Major League Baseball All-Star Game on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Closer to first pitch.
Batting fourth from the Philadelphia Phillies, first baseman, Cody Allinger.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with the victory and look on to the next one.
And this evening's contest comes to a close. 5-3 the final. The American League All-Stars used a nice fifth inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Felipe Cordova gets the W on the mound. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa and the lefty Dan Plesac.
Back to the
A team is pressed to step up their focus defensively.
we're losing. Stop it.
A coach presses a player to keep raising the bar on the development of his signature skills. A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches. A manager confronts his club about an unacceptable team statistic. An all-star player is encouraged to continue to broaden his game. Locked in a heated race late in the season, a team gets a pregame pep talk from their skipper. With the team's chances hanging by a thread, this skipper calls for a last stand. A manager addresses his team before a pivotal series. Entering the last series of the season, this team's situation is precarious, but not without hope.
It's enough.
Winner moves on. Loser sees their season come to an end. MLB Network brings you exclusive coverage of the winner-take-all wild card game. It's the one-game American League. Striding in, Andrew Cleat, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Lifted in the air to right field. Martin is under it. Makes the play, and there are two gone now. Here's Jock Peterson now. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with two away. Now the 0-2 pitch. This one's flared off to the right side. And that's going to fall for a base hit. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Hey, not an easy thing to do.
And leading off for the White Sox, right fielder, James Martin.
He lost.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim 1-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score.
He lost the left. All I do is just go to the World Series.